It's been a couple days since we seen that blockbuster trade happen where we seen Sauce Gardner get traded from the Jets to the Indianapolis Colts. But was it a move too early? We're gonna talk about it. And then we know the Jets went on a roll and stocked some draft picks. What was going on with the Miami Dolphins? Did they drop the ball at the NFL trade deadline? Y'all know we're gonna talk about it, break it all down right after this.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by I almost called this man C-Dub, Steve-O.
You know you've been doing some video with that nigga.
I definitely be mixing y'all name up. I record with y'all so much, but that is Steve-O. What's up, boy?
What up, though?
But hey, man, we seen the Sauce Gardner trade go down. It was a trade that I did not expect. I did not expect Quentin Williams to be up out of there either, but we got to focus on Sauce Gardner on today's episode. Just for context, and for those people that are watching, we have it pulled up for you as well. The Sauce Gardner trade, the Colts receive cornerback Sauce Gardner, while the Jets, they received a 2026 first-round pick, 2027 first-round pick, and wide receiver A.D. Mitchell to complete the deal. Before we talk about if it was a swing too early, Steve-O, what was your honest thoughts when you see this trade?
I like the acquisition of Sauce going to Indy because I do desperately thought that they needed a top end cornerback on that defense because we know the pass rush is there or pretty much getting to the point where they want it. The linebacker core is solid, but like that last game we seen from them where it was turnover city, and then that offense that went up against them, and it still is. There was just too many times where big plays was to be had, and it was on the fact of some of them corners just got burnt, or they just couldn't keep up with somebody like DK and others on that field. So yeah, I always felt like if they was gonna go for the juggler, which is the Super Bowl, they was desperately gonna need a corner on that. So them going being aggressive and going out there get a corner, I'm not too mad at them for that. That's actually them getting Sauce was a good move. Just getting Sauce.
I agree with it. Initially, I thought it was like a crazy overpay. I still kind of feel that way, but then I kind of understand it as well. My only questions is when it come down to the move is, do you fully believe that you have your quarterback of the future now? I honestly want to see more of Daniel Jones. Obviously, we got years of him playing in New York or whatnot, but I honestly want to see just a little bit more before they go out there and say, hey, this is the move. But you can't fault them for going out there and trying to improve their team and really go all in, because that was a weird game. And like in hindsight, it's 2020. When you look at the game, we turned over the ball 6 times as the Indianapolis Colts, and we only lost by 7.
Yeah.
We only lost by 7 points. Typically, when you turn the ball over 2 or 3 times, you giving an opposing team a 40 ball. That didn't happen. So that tells me that the Indianapolis Colts, they just believe it was just an off day versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm not mad at a team for going all in and trying to figure things out. Steve-O, though, do you feel like this was a move too early or right on time?
That's why I feel like it's too early, is because you don't necessarily like. To me, I to all the credit to Daniel Jones. He's in the MVP conversation, bar none. But you've never seen this type of Daniel Jones ever. So this could be a flash in the pan. This could just be a one-hit wonder. Who knows? Like you said, I just feel like there wasn't a cornerback away from winning the Super Bowl. They was a Daniel Jones fuck up away from winning or losing the Super Bowl. To me, that's my opinion. Like, as far as this team goes, it's not what the defense or the O line or the D line or whatever they do. It's You got a good running back, you got a good defense, you got some weapons on the outside. Is can your quarterback put it together and don't put the ball in harm's way like he did against the Steelers? And me, I'm just not going out there and giving up 2 first-round picks when I'm 7-2. I'm just
Yeah.
not doing that. Like, obviously, we did. First of all, this year is nobody expected it. Nobody, I don't think nobody had on their bingo card that, let alone there was going to be MVP conversations with 2 players on this team, but them as a whole was going to be the top of the division, possible a Super Bowl berth. Nobody saw that shit coming. So the fact that you having this season just proved to me that, like, okay, you're building something nice. You had a nice acquisition when you decided to go get Jones. So go out there and have another productive off season, and then once you see a full out season, you're a quarterback in the playoffs, then you can make that decision of, oh, go get a premier edge or preferred corner like they just did. Then I would have been a little bit more comfortable. But I mean, hindsight is always 2020. It could work. They could go out and pull it off and have the whole thing, and we'll be having a totally different story. But at the end of the day, as of right now, I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks for a corner, and I'm 7-2.
I agree with you. I think that the trade deadlines, when you talk about sports, creates urgency. And that's how I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts. They felt like this was the time. But I also agree with you that, like, this, we don't know what Daniel Jones we're gonna get for these final few weeks. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily know what they're gonna do. Now, for the Indianapolis Colts, you looking at it and you say, hey, the games might be a little lighter on the end, but it's gonna be huge because this is why I really, really agree with you, to trying to figure things out and trying to make it make sense, because you play the Falcons Sunday. Then after that, Steve-O, this is when you are able to find out if Daniel Jones can help you win. You play the Chiefs, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Seattle Seahawks, and 49ers in the next few weeks. That is a great litmus test to see if Daniel Jones can lead it. Now, when you talk about the football aspect of it, you look at the offensive line. You could probably say they had a bad day versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we do know when they are ready to go and playing well, it's one of the best in the league. But then on the flip side to it, when we talk about some things that's in hindsight, the Rams once traded for Jalen Ramsey multiple first-round picks.
They was
And
ready though.
they were ready, and that's why I was going. And Daniel Jones ain't Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
That's a different type of beast. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
you got a Hall of Famer on the other line.
you had,
That's the
Aaron
thing.
Donald.
Like, you got good players, you got a good team, a good foundation around you, but you still got some players to prove themselves. Like Michael Pittman. Everybody seen Michael come out of college knew this type of Michael was possible. We just needed a quarterback to get it. We knew Jonathan Taylor was like that. You sure up that O line, getting to one of the best O lines in the game. You can see the results in that. That's my thing. It's 1 year. It's not even 1 year. The year ain't over.
Nope.
So that's my thing. Like, I'm not I'm not beating the dead horse. I'm not trying to jump down. I'm not trying to make Indiana fans feel bad because, quite frankly, if we was the Bears in this situation, even though, like, for example, if we was going out there, we probably would have got Quentin Williams, which I was like, do we necessarily need him this year? I would have been jumping for joy too.
Yeah.
But then again, in the back of my head, I've been like, damn, he went for a first, second. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't even know. We don't even know if Dio out for the season. You know, just you start thinking of shit like that. So that's all I'm saying. It's just a thought to have.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's all.
I think that's fair, bro, because it's like, because in another example, when you discuss it and and looking at things over the offseason, the Commanders, Debo Samuel, Larry Tunsil, couple older guys on the defensive line. A lot of these
Von
guys are
Miller.
not playing anymore
Yeah.
right now due to injury and all that stuff over there for the Washington Commanders. And now, Steve-O, they're only going into 2026 draft with 4 picks.
bro.
And most of them is at the back end.
Right.
Like it's so spread out between those 4 picks. These guys got to get super creative to figure out how to patch up that Commanders team.
They lucky they got money. That's all they got a little bit of money. They like I think they still even after the Larry McTuckers were there, I think they still top 5 at cap room. So that's the only thing they got. But still, regardless of money or not, it's not a good thing to go into a draft with that many holes missing, that many injuries, and you only got 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all injured and old.
Yeah.
That's a wrong recipe to have.
I would say, lastly, that the good saving grace for the Indianapolis Colts is that they have something you can travel with. That's the run game in your trenches. You can travel with that. But the ultimate question mark is still going to lie on which Daniel Jones are we going to get? That's what it comes down to. Can Shane Steichen mask him being frantic and being a turnover-prone quarterback? We gonna find out.
Shane had a lot to do with that last year. Ain't no way. There is no reason in the world Daniel Jones should throw the ball more than 40 times.
Facts.
He shouldn't throw it more than 35 times.
Yeah, he should be on a pitch 30 max.
Pitch count on my mama. He get him nigga a pitch 50. That man threw the ball 50 times Sunday.
Yeah, you ain't winning too many games like that. Yeah, the only way you win games like that is if you come out here with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, guys like that.
Or Joe Flacco.
Yeah. But hey, let us know your thoughts and everything on that, man. Now it's time to talk about it and continue the conversation. But mentioning that the Jets and what they did to stockpile draft picks, Steve-O, I believe they got like 6 draft picks in the next 2 drafts in the first and second round in totality. That's crazy. Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins, they had a number of players that were available, or at least that other teams wanted. They trade Jalen Phillips that teams wanted, so they get some capital from that. Guys wanted Matthew Judon. Guys wanted Bradley Chubb. Guys was looking at A-Chain. Guys was looking at Jalen Waddle. You want to know who could have got you a first-round pick? Potentially, or at least a second? Jalen Waddle. But instead, they trade Jalen Phillips, Steve-O, for a 3rd-round pick. Did the Miami Dolphins drop the ball?
Yeah, they dropped the ball. Half of people, bro. Tua would have been gone to the goddamn St. Louis Astronauts. Goddamn, Jalen Waddle would have been sold to the highest bidder. Quinn Ewers would have been sold to the UCFL. Goddamn, Zach Wilson would have sold to the Ottawa Rednecks. Goddamn, Devon would have been traded for a 3rd or a 4th. Mika Fitzpatrick gone. Bradley Chubb gone. Fucking Matthew Judon gone. Goddamn, who else do I need to keep going with? Hell, I would have probably found a deal with Rasul Butler. Everybody must go. Y'all have no reason to try to hold on. What are you still holding on to Matthew Judon for? I don't even know where you picked the motherfucker up. Mika Fitzpatrick, the only person you should have held on to was Chop Robinson.
Yeah.
That's the only person you should have any type of loyalty to. Outside of that, everybody it should have been a fucking yard sale.
Facts.
So the fact that it's crazy that the Jets came to the realization, because they usually name as the stupidest goddamn organization in the NFL. So, but we can now transfer that back to y'all. Y'all dumbass y'all go fire the GM, not fire the coach.
About to fire him though.
About to fire him anyway, and then you ain't do nothing with the quarterback. You got 2 backup quarterbacks that ain't shit. Your running back doing well. You could get some for him, didn't trade for him. You got Minka Fitzpatrick, Bradley Chubb, didn't do nothing for that. Their value going to be nothing out of this. They're either going to leave you or their value is going to be in the toilet.
Facts.
So the fact that they only made 1 trade and they gonna get a motherfucker to the fucking goddamn Eagles.
And he playing Monday night versus the Green Bay Packers. That's crazy.
Cheers to y'all. Y'all gonna be ass for a long time.
bro, it just don't make sense. I don't
I see
understand it.
why Dan Marino be in the goddamn skybox looking the way he looking. Like this was they ass ain't changed.
They didn't. They haven't because again, we talking about things of the past. And hindsight is 2020. Brian Flores, y'all didn't like him. I don't agree with all the tactics, but he told y'all Tua wasn't really like that. He can be good on time, but that is not always the de facto to win, especially when within your conference you have Josh Allen. You gotta have a quarterback on that level. You gotta have a coach that is not only smart but also a guy that can hold guys accountable. Mike McDaniels is not a guy that you can come in and say for 3 years we gonna kick it, and then when you know your ass on the line, you're gonna say, yeah, we got to tighten up, we got to be tougher. But in fact, it still didn't work because you had players crying in training camp because the Chicago Bears was tackling in a game that they play that requires tackling.
You're playing too rough. But take your goof ass off ass back down to South Beach. Like that's crazily that was a telltale sign of the season them niggas was about to have.
And then it's so bad, y'all softness is rubbing off on y'all reporters to where the reporter even said they was just being too aggressive. What? like we don't play football, like we play flag. Nah, y'all don't play in the National Flag Football League.
It's just not a good time to be a Miami fan at all. You Carson Beck,
y'all deserve better.
Carson Beck, dumb ass. That looking stupid.
Bro, Carson Beck, he was on money early. He off.
I mean, I could have told y'all want to do a shit where y'all fucking hire Mario Cristobal because he ain't do shit for our Ducks, but we should have told you that then. It's just a bad time to be Miami. Y'all are football central, but y'all suck. At least y'all got Tampa Bay.
That's it, brother. I feel bad for Dolphins fans right now. But again, back to the main topic, like if you know that your head coach is out the door, you know this. Everybody knows it.
Fire sale. It's right on the wall.
Give opportunities to some undrafted guys, maybe some drafted guys, pick up some people from practice squads and see who can stay. That's it. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm about to say Quinn Ewers would have been playing since 2 weeks ago.
Bro, they could have been evaluating talent, allowed a new GM, new coach to come in, but I seen that X, play well. We can keep him in here. And then now you got all these assets. You open up some money, you would have been good to go. Cause then you could have, if you go and get, cause now who on the coaching market is gonna be able to fix this right now.
Or want to.
Or want to, because there's a lack of assets available.
They don't got the crazy like story behind them, even though they do got some crazy stories. But they're becoming the new Redskins.
Oh God!
Because it just they know about your ownership. They know your ownership don't give a fuck. They know it's Miami, so we know they half y'all high. They don't care. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. It's Miami. It's too much going down. What makes it bad, and we said this before, y'all niggas had Dan Quinn in the locker room. That's exactly who y'all needed. I mean, not Dan Quinn, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's in your damn locker room. That could literally be your head coach, and that's the type of coach you need in Miami. Hey, don't take no dumb ass to no goddamn club. Hey, get your dumb ass in the damn locker room. Y'all ass think y'all know y'all ass. Tyreek, shut the fuck up.
You wanna know why? Good. I'm gonna echo that and sign on to that 100%. Because as much as there is a lack of talent for the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra don't play no games because he know the distractions in Miami. Brian Flores did not play no games, and then y'all got McDaniels in there, which is smart. He's a
Miami,
smart guy.
but he
But you
Miami
need
fail.
a guy that is tough, because what has been the stigma over the Miami Dolphins for the last few seasons, Steve-O? If they travel into 40 degrees in a cold, it's over. They losing. That is
That's
toughness.
sad.
That is sad. You telling me if it ain't 60 and beautiful outside, we are destined to lose in football?
And
What?
the stats prove it. That ain't just a talking point.
I know.
They damn near lost every game when it was
I
cold.
know. It's crazy. I think then a couple years ago they had a playoff game in Buffalo and it was snowing and they just got waxed.
We knew it. They have a chance. They couldn't do nothing. Tua had 4 sleeves on. I already couldn't throw. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's
Man,
gonna
I
be a
would have
long
been
one.
take some of that off, like toughness, bro. It's going.
I think the whole lab it had arm sleeves on, and y'all know that's an
lineman
unwritten.
got what?
Nigga, that's an unwritten rule.
For real? Oh yeah, my offensive lineman would have got treated. What? What we doing?
Nigga, we treated Darnell because he did that shit once. We like, hey Darnell,
Did that shit.
you better put a half sleeves on for fucking time for.
Put some Vaseline on it.
Oh, my mama.
But hey, man, Miami Dolphins fans, look, we just want what's best for y'all. Not above our team, but just what's best for y'all. Y'all can do better.
I say go hire Jim Boylan.
No.
Them niggas need a gym. Them niggas need boot camp. They don't need no coach right now. Them niggas need boot camp.
But I don't even know who gonna be on the market that's available as a tough.
The reason I said Jim Boylan is because it's gonna have to be a Jim Boylan type. It's gonna have to be somebody we don't know who hasn't gotten an opportunity. There's no fucking nonsense, and it might not. It can only go 2 ways. We don't know your ass. Fuck is you talking to? 2. Oh, this dude for real because he just holding us up to a certain standard. It don't matter if we don't know him.
I got one question, and then we can go. Do you think they call Bill Belichick?
He can't turn around North Carolina, so why would you call him?
I just wanted to know.
I'd rather call motherfucker.
Hey, he
rather
gonna come in and maybe tighten it up.
What's the former coach for the Jets that be on TV? I'd rather his not Salah. Ryan.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Ryan
I know
Fitzpatrick.
Is it not Ryan Fitzpatrick? What's his fucking name? I see his face. I see his hair. Hold on, I'm gonna get this shit.
Who he be with?
He literally be on with Greeny in them.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. But I think that'd be interesting because you're gonna have to get somebody that's tough in there. Enough of that soft stuff, bro. Enough of the soft stuff. You gotta have real people.
Yeah, y'all might have to call Bill Parcells. Rex Ryan. That's his name.
Rex Ryan. There we go.
I'd rather have Rex Ryan than Buddy.
Hey, at least you know that defense is gonna be tough. Offense, to see if he figure it out.
But according to Rex Ryan, they can't afford me. But I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Rex Ryan, I want, like I said, I think the common thing to end it off here, I don't know who gonna want to take that job. And like I said, it's gonna have to be an assistant of an assistant that's young. It might have to be another young dude, unfortunately, because I don't see an older dude want to deal with their ass.
But the question is, who's the guy right now? Because in most
hopefully
spaces,
it ain't Declan Doyle. Hopefully not.
Y'all can have our assistant GM, Ian Cunningham. We need that pick.
And honestly, what about Eric Bieniemy?
He gonna bring that toughness now.
I don't want to be mad at Eric Bieniemy.
Okay, he gonna bring that toughness. I will. Hey, we can end it right there because I think that's an option for y'all. And he didn't interview before, so we'll see.
You see what he did to fucking DeAndre Swift.
Oh, bro. Real. Got him right. But hey, Steve-O, you got anything left, bro?
Nah, man. Next video is titled Broncos, are y'all for real or not?
Facts. Because are they?
I don't know. But Nick Benito is.
Y'all real, that boy a dog.
I love watching that nigga.
He cold. But hey, that is it for us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love football, and y'all already know. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace out.
Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.